you guys know, I'm showing the ToGA brothers. Right now, I am in my area, my room. I actually rented out a hostel for this trip. It's a very nice hostel for this type of area. As you can see, I have my luggage. Well, you can't really see it in this this particular view, but yeah. So the bed's over there. Actually, you can kind of see the corner. So there's the covers, the footboard, and I'm on my sofa. Some thoughts that I've got going on for this whole trip. Let me go ahead and move this so you guys can see it and I can be in a more comfortable position. Okay. Alright. So, first and foremost, there were a lot of things to see, a lot of social interactions, a lot of people. What else to talk about? All the stuff that was going on, stuff that was like, what's the word? Sensory, right? All the sensories, all the noises, all the people talking, all the cars, all of the phone chatter, all that good stuff. So that was all pretty much, you know, standard or normal, which is okay. What else? Some of the sounds that were pretty common were obviously car horns. And then the one thing, if you guys are not familiar with this type of area, it's music. So everywhere you go, there's always music. And being on the spectrum, one thing that we should gravitate towards is, you know, stuff that's, you know, kind of fun, kind of energetic, kind of, you know, positive vibe going on. So we would walk down a couple of streets, like French Quarter area, especially Bourbon Street. We'd walk down a couple of streets and then we'd hear throughout the windows, we'd hear some music playing. Oh, let me go check that out. So I went to go check that out. Now, keep in mind that there are a whole bunch of places to go eat. So when you eat, if you get a seat by the window, you can actually see the street, and then a lot of times music will go by. It is a very historical type of place. And what really differentiates this area from places like Broadway Street, which is in Nashville, both very, very, very similar. Very similar kinds of people, very similar kinds of atmospheres. But the only thing that's different is this particular place is known for its jazz music, and it's also known for its history. Another thing I'm going to talk about is this place is also known for its voodoo, right? It's very superstitious and very, you know, spiritual and all that kind of stuff. So if you're not into that, this place might, you know, be a place to kind of turn away from if that's all you don't like. If you're willing to look past that, this place is great. There's a lot of places to go, a lot of people to see, a lot of things to do, a lot of places to eat. And having said that, there were a couple of places that I liked in particular. Being that I love to go explore and to go meander, one of the best places to go and do that is obviously not Broadway Street, sorry. I have been to Broadway, that's why my brain is conflicting the two. Bourbon Street. So Bourbon Street was pretty notorious for all of its shops, all of its markets, all of its food places, all of its gift shops, its bars, all that good stuff. Now, one thing about Bourbon Street that a lot of people with the spectrum don't understand and haven't learned yet is there's rooftops and there's balconies, right? And for those of you guys that don't know, give me just 1 second, because I need a prop to show you this. I had it handy, Right here. Okay. All right. So, in case you guys aren't aware, it is a very jazzy type of place. It's got some history, and one of the things that is usually, it's not required, it's not enforced. It's kind of a fad. It's kind of a ritual. Um, it's kind of a local thing. But anyway, so what ends up happening is people will buy these beaded necklaces, right? And they will go onto rooftops and they will throw them at you, right? Now, if they throw them at you, basically what they're trying to say is, I find you attractive, and why don't you go ahead and maybe spend a night or spend a day with me? That sort of thing. So if you're not into that, you can politely decline. But one thing you have to realize is they're on the balcony. They're above you. So if they throw it, it's not really like you can freeze time and throw it back up. However, um, one thing I want to tell you is if you catch it, you end up throwing it back up. It's kind of impolite. So one of the things you can do is you can just politely, um, you know, wear it. Just don't do anything about it. Don't do anything with it. That sort of thing. Um, all the locals do this. It's pretty fun. Now this only goes on Bourbon Street. So when you end up getting tossed, what you do is you just put it around you, and at the very end of the night, you'll get like 5, 6, 7, 8 of them if you're lucky. I only got 2 of them, so I was lucky enough to have one. I was walking with my mom and my sisters and my brother, so that was pretty fun. And that's a local thing. So that was just warning me that my battery was low. I'm filming this in my hostel before I go do one of the things that I like to go do. One of the things that I still have to go do is I still have to go get crawfish and seafood boil and all that good stuff. So yeah, having had said that, what else? This place can be very dangerous. Okay, let me say that again. This place can be very dangerous. Um, you need to be aware of a whole bunch of things. Now, this is not the kind of place for people that are not consciously aware of their surroundings. You need to have a 360-degree view of where you are at all times. Let me tell you why. Because there are going to be people that are going to approach you. They're going to seem very nice, and they're going to try to get you to say, hey, donate, donate, donate. Now, when they get you to donate, they're going to say, but I want more, but I need more. Okay? Oh, but I need more. So instead of it being here's a friendly gift, they're turning around and spending $50. Now, where's that $50 going? You could have spent that to go get dinner. You see my point? So you have to be very mindful of the actions that people are going to try to imply on you. There's a lot of people roaming the streets. There's a lot of people that unfortunately don't have homes here, and so you need to be mindful and aware of that. What else? You've got to be vigilant. You need to know where you are, what's going on, and you need to steer clear of them. And if you're gonna go anywhere, my biggest advice is to take a friend, take somebody, even if it's someone from a shop that somebody you can trust to walk you, and so that you don't get hurt. Now, granted, there are authorities going down the streets pretty much all of today, and this and that. So it's not like they're not watching, but you gotta be on your best behavior. You gotta be in your best game. So there's that. My other advice to you, if you are alone and you're traveling alone, do not go at night. Okay? Do not go at night. So it is about it's about 3:45. And what I'm planning on doing for you guys is I'm gonna go out to the area, which is probably French Market, somewhere around there, and I'm probably gonna go and get some crawfish and show you what crawfish is. Now, you guys are my viewers, you're adult viewers, so if this is offensive, I'm sorry, but this is for everybody. So if it offends you, just click away. But let me explain this. You read my shirt? Okay, so this whole place is pretty common for its crawfish. And the whole joke about, the heads and all that stuff, sucking the heads, is that when you take the crawfish, you're supposed to twist the body from the head, right? You're supposed to pull out the back end, save that, that's what you eat. In the front, you don't really eat it, right? But you take the part of the body, then you squeeze it, and then you suck the juices. That's where you get the phrase suck the head, right? And then, you can eat the tail. So that's something you're going to hear and you're going to see all the time when you're here in NOLA, which brings me to my third point. For those of you that don't know and are kind of confused, New Orleans, Nolans, Nawlins, Nolans, and NOLA, those three are synonymous. They're all the same way of saying New Orleans, okay? The locals call it Nolans, and some people that are like kinda in it, kinda chic, kind of hip, they call it NOLA, which stands for New Orleans, Louisiana. And people that are just traveling around, tourists, they'll call it New Orleans, but it's all the same place. It's the French Quarter, it's Bourbon Street, it's the Mississippi River area, Cafe Du Monde, all that stuff, right? Where you get your beignets, all that stuff, okay? That's all included. What else? So we're here on vacation. Let me tell you guys, if you're here traveling, my biggest suggestion to you, take an Uber, okay? Uber is the way to go. I can't stress to you how difficult it is to find parking around. Now granted, there's public parking, but where you are and where you're gonna go, public parking is very sparse, right? It's highly advisable and very suggested that you take an Uber. And the Uber rates are pretty cheap around here. You can get a small, you can get a medium, you can get an XL. They all work, and they're actually very knowledgeable, and they'll tell you places to go, places to avoid, all that good stuff. Now, one thing you need to also know is Bourbon Street can be closed due to cars. Again, that's why I suggest you take an Uber, because they will drop you off where they can't go, and they'll drop you off closer to where you could be if you had a car, okay? What else? Leave your belongings in a safe location and a safe place. Like for me, I have a hostel here. I'm leaving my my camera stuff. I'm leaving all of my luggage from my trip, because I'm traveling from DC. And I'm gonna leave my vest, my bike vest that I came in here for. I don't need to bring it out because it's about 85, 95 degrees here. It's crazy, crazy hot. And it's 3:45, 15:45. So yeah, it's gonna be that time of season, time of year. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's pretty much all I have, and that's pretty much all my thoughts. The place that we rented to this whole week, it was an Airbnb, was absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed that. It was very historic, very antique looking. You came in from the center on the side of the house, and they're connected units, right? So you can go from one door into the next, basically split area. So you have the host home, and then right next to you, parallel to you, together, sandwiched together, is yours, right? And so I ended up taking the room all the way at the back end, and then it was the room for my mom and my dad. They went on this trip together with us, and then it was the common area, which was the living living area, which had a sofa and it had a TV, and then you walk through the next room, and that was the front door-ish area, which was a bathroom. And then keep going in there, you had a kitchen, and then keep going in there, you had the master bedroom, and then that had a bathroom connected to it. And then if you keep going, you get the laundry room area, and then if you go all the way in the back, it had a pool, which is kind of nice. So it was a very nice, place, very homey, had all the stuff, had glassware, cookware, flatware, linens, towels, all that good stuff. Yeah, you didn't have like, stuff that you needed, like shampoo and all that stuff. They were able to use that. What else did I want to tell you guys? Yeah. One of my thoughts I'd like to share is a lot of people around here know the place here better than tour guides. So listen to the locals. Get a good locals advice, a locals perspective, because places that they will say, "Oh, you gotta come here. You gotta come here." It's overrated. There's long wait times. A lot of times there's places that are better that you can get in, get seated within 15, 20 minutes if you're in a big, family. Okay, so definitely consider that. That's pretty much it. Like right now, I'm wearing beach style flip flops. I'm not wearing my boots, my socks. Absolutely not. No. I would change into my shorts, but I'm gonna save those for tomorrow. I'm gonna be traveling in those. Yeah, pretty much that's it, guys. I want to thank you for watching my live, watching my video. I'm gonna, pretty much go home and talk about my whole trip, and I'll talk about how I almost didn't make it. Now, going back, I have a confirmed flight, so we're all good to go. We won't have to worry about that. Yeah. I originally was supposed to fly back today, but I still have to have my crawfish. It's an absolute gotta. Now, I had crawfish etouffee, but to me, that's not really cutting it. I gotta have the real crawfish. The real meal, man. The real deal. It's the whole point. Suck the heads and eat the thing, right? So, that's why I decided to stay an extra day and then one night. So, alright guys, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Go and join my other channels if you'd like. I have a review channel, I have a bike channel, I have a photo channel, I have a aviation channel, and all that good stuff. And if you'd like, drop some comments, drop some suggestions, let us know how we're doing. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Sean ToGA Brothers. I'm out. See you guys. Bye-bye.